All right. Hello, everyone. We are visiting you from Napa, California at the beautiful Skyline Wilderness Park, showing you some footage of the Lucky Shot MG Pro Truly Recreational Tournament. And I am Nick Hammond here with
Eduardo Martinez.
All right. So we're going to show you some of the lower nine course here in beautiful Napa. First on the tee, our very own Eduardo Martinez.
Slightly overturned that disc, but stayed in balance.
Next on the tee, we have Mito.
And can I just say, Nick, that most of these players, it is their first time playing a tournament, and for some, their first round ever playing disc golf.
Wonderful. Tellez Geesink out into the middle of the fairway. And who do we have here?
Here we have Andres Garcia, MG Pro's own little brother, going with a fantastic drive.
Safe as houses right in the middle.
Mito. A little bit more of a putt there.
Tessa, right underneath the basket. This looks to be a Berg forehand.
Slightly under.
Trying to add another hash mark to that disc.
Andres for a birdie. Oh, and you could hear those changes.
I think I heard a bit of change there. He almost had that one.
For the par. Oh.
Unfortunate start for Mito.
And a good par save.
Beautiful start for Andres.
And now we just have a good cleanup.
Couple of tap-ins, and we'll be off to hole 2.
And may I say, this is a lower course. We do have 2 courses up here in Skyline, and I think this is a beautiful course just to learn your game, start building up your disc golf.
Most definitely. It's, we call it our pitch and putt. We do have some longer holes on this lower 9 course, but definitely not something that's going to force you to really stretch anything out too far as disc golf courses.
Right there.
Andres puts it out wide. Beautiful follow through. A little early. Should be okay.
Tessa with... Oh, fantastic drive.
All right, Mito going with a little Anheuser flex shot. Get it around that big tree. Might be under the tree just slightly.
And an early
Really
hit for Tessa.
Really unfortunate. The last thing you want to do is hit that branch you tell yourself not to hit.
And we have Andres going for birdie, just hitting flag.
Similar mistake to Tessa. Mito from a knee.
Those branches, man, they just get in the way.
They don't seem to be in the way, but they are always there. Just missed on her hyzer putt par. Nice cleanup from you.
Thank you, thank you. And a good par for Andres.
For his first round, he's been the only one with 2 birdie looks, so not a bad way to start your first full round. Now again, you might see some players not marking discs. This is a recreational tournament. It is not sanctioned, so we're not being 100% legal necessarily on all of the rules of the game.
And me and Andres are going to be in a tough birdie position there.
So only 180 feet, not a long hole, but a very low ceiling on this one. A very challenging hole to get past a lot of guardian trees, and you're seeing these players find a couple of them.
And Mito with a beautiful approach.
Not a great drive, but recovers well for a beautiful opportunity to save that par. Ooh, just short from Tessa. Once again, upshots tend to land directly under the basket.
Get in there.
Once again, Andres with another birdie look.
Just an amazing player right off the bat.
Layup from Eduardo through the trees. All right.
And a good cleanup for Mito.
Yeah,
Another par, keeping things even for Andres.
And Tessa going with a little rest.
All right, another challenging hole, a little bit longer, but a fun tee box off the concrete through a skinny double mandatory.
And those garden trees just... Why are trees, Nick?
You know, to steal something from Big Germ, that's definitely something we say out here often at Skyline Park.
And Mito going right through those gaps.
Tessa taking the big wider gap a little bit. Heiser get through there.
And a good roll for Tessa.
Nicely done.
And that is for an approach.
Big Heiser.
I think he's just running for birdies at this point.
It is really impressive what he's doing for his first full round, not to mention at a tournament. It's so far so good. Not super stoked about that one.
And Mito leaving it a little bit short.
A little bit wider than he wanted to be, but that looks definitely within his range.
And there I would be going for a bogey.
Tessa for the long par. Not quite. But good pace, it sticks around. She can give it a good run and it doesn't tail away.
And Andres will be taking his first bogey of the round. But a very good, clean game thus far. And
There
Mito
he
with a good
goes.
putt.
That's the Mito putt.
And leaving it high just quite a bit. I will be taking a double bogey.
Even though this is a fairly open course and it is our beginner course, it still has teeth. It is generally fairly windy down on this lower course, which does present some definite challenges once you get to the putting green. And our only player wearing a scarf cleans up her par.
Yes.
Mito keeps it nice and low under the wind.
Oh, beautiful drive from Mito. He's gonna have a good birdie look from there. Tessa with a flag shot.
Beautiful shot as well.
Circle 2 range.
Now, I gotta say, I really dig this no-step approach that Andres got going on. It's rather impressive.
And speaking from the
good
no step.
And our forehand specialist on the card. A little flex.
A little bit short.
A little short.
A little short.
Perfect for the forehand bird.
Hit it.
Ooh, great run, just a hair to the right side.
And Tessa Pro par save now. Oh, and make them going a little bit too wide on that putt.
3 long looks, nothing hits home. That's a beautiful finish from up top on the hill. Downhill recovery shot.
Right.
Well played.
After taking that double bogey, a par does feel very nice.
It always does.
Oh, like good tap in.
Hitting up a little more than a tap in, I'd say. There you go, Tessa. And Mito to clean things up.
And with words for encouragement for Tessa.
One of the beautiful things about disc golf, no matter the level, is the friendship and the camaraderie on the cards and the positive energy that tends to always just kind of find a way into the game.
Most definitely. I feel this is a sport that really brings a lot of people together with just that positive vibes and just encouragement from other players.
I would definitely agree with that. So first two drivers a little off to the right side, it looks like.
We all left that
You
tree.
put a move on that one.
And
And
then
out wide.
another birdie look for Andres.
And once again, the only forehand of the card. I have a feeling we're going to see that happen quite a bit. The only forehand of the card.
I believe so. Alright, we're getting a different view on this.
Beautiful drive.
Thank you, thank you.
Meet with a little bit of a branch in his way. Who would have thought?
It's a little bit short.
Tough one to get power off the knee. He had some distance to carry still.
And
Tessa has that strong hyzer putt, and that branch definitely got in her way a little bit there for sure.
and a little bit of a roll on it.
Andres has a very, very flat putt. For a beginner, that's a very interesting thing. A lot of people like Tessa rely on that big hyzer putt. To see a newer player getting a putt nice and flat is really impressive.
And Tessa to tap
There
in
you
for
go.
PARKE.
Cleaning up that par. Looks like you finally get to take your birdie attempt.
An attempt just to lower that score just by
There
one
you
shot.
go.
Thank you.
I'm very happy for that birdie. Very, very happy. Feels good.
First birdie of the card. Definitely got to feel good to start opening the floodgates, and hopefully more of those will come down the road.
And Mito to clean up for par.
And Andres for par. So this is a challenging shot. You see the basket close to the road there. So that is playing as an OB river. So definitely something that can get in the way because it's not very wide, but it's definitely long. So it does come into play.
And Tessa coming in close to that OB, but she stays in bounds.
Trying to get a little flexy here.
And
a
a
bit of
good
a tailwind,
distance.
so it stables it up. You need to with that little compact run up. And just past the creek. So you seem to be a fan of this forehand bird shot.
It's a must because due to Nick, he got me into the game of the Bergs, and with those flicks, it gives you a good run and a safe play for it.
So, as we were saying, the road does play as a river here, so unfortunately Mita will be out of bounds, but he did come through inbounds, so he will take his life from an inbound position closer to the basket.
And Andres going for a good run at it, but slightly early release.
A little bit early, a little bit of that crosswind.
Have a circle's edge putt.
Good.
It gives it a good run.
He does give it a very, very strong, solid run. Mita to clean things up, nicely done.
Andres going for a par save. Decides to lay up. No need for that OB.
That tree does tend to be problematic if you do end up on that right side. Tessa front of the bucket. Unfortunately, she will be taking a bogey here. Cleaning it par. Andres.
And I do believe that's
will
a
be taking his second.
that's a bogey frame for all of us. It was a very tough hole with that crosswind coming into play.
All right, Alright, Eduardo with another forehand. Comes out a little bit on that hyzer. Tessa rips a flat.
And a big skip for Tessa.
Mito gets a slight turnover. Again, tough to do. This is a shot that generally tends to have a tailwind, so it does stabilize those discs a little bit. Andres makes the right change, puts it out wide right, and gets a beautiful skip off the road.
Get in there.
Oh! What a shot. The confidence that Berg forehand up shot gives you is impressive.
Thank you, appreciate it. And Tessa as well going for a good run for it.
Andres again, CTP.
Mito to say par.
Beautiful
Right underneath the basket.
up
And a little bit short for that par save for Andres. Unfortunate. Oh.
Alright, so we'll have a couple of cleanups and we'll be moving on to the 9th hole of this round, which will be the last hole of this video. Stay tuned though, there will be more footage coming down the road and the lead part of this recreational tournament. Final hole, this is one of my favorite holes on this lower course. Hanging out wide, let it glide, and that one turned over a little bit, I think.
Yeah, flex right out.
Tessa with a little mini flex with a big skip, not quite big enough.
And she'll be around circle 2.
Mito, again with that beautiful low, flat, level drive off the tee box.
I just love the way that he uses his whole body into that backhand that he has.
And this could be the first time Andres has, oh, never mind, not the shortest drive of the group. The jerk branch got in the way. That was coming right at the basket.
And Mito just leave it a little bit wide for that par save. Hopefully he gets that putt. And that is going for a layup. Leaves it a little bit too
A
short.
little early. A common mistake when you try and get really touchy with your upshots is you loosen your grip and that disc just tends to kind of fly right out of your hand.
And Mito with an attempt to save par.
Just short. These baskets are not being super friendly right now.
Oh my gosh. That's low.
Mito, very vocal player when he's on the course. Luckily, I've had a chance to play with him a number of times. He is a great, great card mate. All right, so we're going to be wrapping things up here. We'll catch you back for the next round here at Skyline Park.
Those are the putts I like.
Begin to stroke.
We're gonna